And as the name suggests, no stranger to odd angles. Side bottom comes in and kicks the goal.
All clear.
It all started with Heath Shaw actually taking a risk from fullback. He played on him himself, backed himself, as we can see on the footage now. A great block we see by Luke Ball just off the screen there and just getting the ball in. Travis Cloke takes the mark, wheels and goes. Not a great kick, but ends up with still side bottom.
That's the most impressive thing from Collingwood so far is their off-the-ball work.
Yeah.
They're happy to shepherd, they're happy to lay a nice bump.
Takes a seat immediately. Side bottom. First career goal against the Blues. Goal for goal at the moment. Captivating stuff. Jacobs and Jolly. Jolly very conscious of his rival. Won it down superbly as it turned out. Thomas inside the forward 50. Punched away by Gibbs down there. Roving the pack is Davis. Lays it off. Pushing up the ground, Jolly. On the 50, this is a very high ball. Medhurst sets himself, then fell over. He's going to get a free kick.
He had to. Took away his leap, took away his run.
Michael's just run straight into him.
He had his eyes on it too, Medhurst.
5 corridor. Michael's just run straight in. He's back to the footy.
Can't argue that one.
Put the knee in the chest and then pretend you're going for the mark. There we go.
That was one of my legitimate attempts, though. We're talking about umpire. In comes Medhurst and kicks the goal.
The one with Jamison there, there's a real art to that, to have the ability to keep your eye on the ball, know where your direct opponent is. I mean, he's blatantly looked at Medhurst, and you can't argue the free kick, but if he could somehow keep his eye on the ball, track with a bit of an arc back, and launch at the ball, who knows whether he's going to actually take it, but at least spill a legitimate contest.
I think that Jamison too, just having a little bit of trouble with the strength of Dawes. Like Dawes just got him out of the way a bit easy there, so might have to play off him rather than playing shoulder to shoulder.
So the Magpies by 11 points. That's a surprising stat. By centre clearances, just looking at the game, Carlton that seemed to do pretty well in there. Jolly with the patience won the tap down. Jacobs goes after it. Judd picks it up and then proceeded to give it to Swan. Swan bursts away. Brilliant. Not what Judd had in mind.
Is Dane Swan quicker than a lot of people give him credit for?
Lightning. And he just read that so well. He saw Juddy pick it up and he thought, well, I'm not beside you, so what I'll do is I'll just pick your pocket. There it is. And those first 4 steps.
Thank you.
He has that ability to be able to pull the kick halfway through. You think he's going to pull the trigger, but he just puts it out in front of his teammate running towards him.
Yeah, even when he's walking, those tats were a blur that time.
Thank you.
Oh,
that was something else, and that's a terrible kick. Behind.
Be interesting with Dawes to see whether there was a difference in his approach. We obviously slotted one from the boundary line before with a more straightforward approach, whether he's actually had consistency in his method going for goal.
So Gibbs to bring it in. Goes to the outer side. Now Collingwood well represented out there, but Bauer did brilliantly.
Darren, play on.
Plays on. Allowed to walk away virtually.
Play on.
Carrazzo on the outer side. Sweeping hand pass now. Yaron into space. Yaron the short one. Henderson 60 metres out from goal. Sutanta is long. He centres it. Betts won't get there in time. Turvey gets back and claims the mark for Collingwood. Comes across the ground. Swan up from the back pocket. He's everywhere. Comes out wide. Medhurst. Just something about Medhurst this afternoon. He's got spring in his step. He goes down towards half forward. Dawes has to move. And he does.
He's working hard. He's been very impressive in this opening term, has Dawes.
Still mine.
Looking for Cloak. In from the angle. Punched away down there by Gibbs. Taken by Simpson. Some indecision. Falling to the ground. Bauer. Jamison finds a way through. That's great defence. Smothered off the boot by Turvey. Knocked forward by Simpson. Getting across on the angle was Pendlebury. Coming through is Thomas. Goes looking for O'Brien. He's slung by Betts. Loose ball. Diving on the football, Simpson. Somehow managed to get it out. Murphy. Stolen away by Turvey. Down towards half forward. Beams is in front. In his hip pocket was Joseph. In the back, says the umpire.
It's a big move by Brett Ratton too to put Joseph on Beams, recognising that he's in pretty good form at the moment, but he wouldn't be the first bloke I'd be trying to stop in the Collingwood side.
Plays on.
Oh, that's it.
That's okay, says the umpire. The Shepherd on the mark. Simpson was terrific. Threw himself across the boot there to smother the kick. Driven towards the outer side by Murphy. Satanta stayed on his feet. That was the key. Nothing much to kick to. Henderson, well, he was mugged. He was standing innocently on the wing at the MCG and got mugged. After the football goes Houlihan. O'Halpin. Brilliant once more. Nice stuff from Brown to intercept. Well, almost left it behind at the last moment. Houlihan tries to knock it out. On his knees is Houlihan, still going, not trying to knock it out this time, and could have almost got pinged.
Have a look at Henderson.
That's Mark, please.
We'll see the smother. This is a ripper. Cade Simpson, just full length, but he is just.
That's a real coach killer. You're always told to be on your toes, not the flat-footed hand pass. You'll always get yourself into trouble.
Brown on his best kick. Everybody locked up down there, one-on-one. Davis, Cloak, bit unlucky with the bounce. Joseph into him. Now Russell. Russell finessing. Davis arriving, bustling, and the ball's out of bounds. Richo?
Yeah, just at ground level, you can already sense it's going to be hard work for Carlton to take marks inside 50 today. Collingwood's already taken 5, and they've just got bigger bodies down there. Carlton are going to have to get some run, receive, and those little blokes are going to have to do their job. Scotland
over the top. Murphy, so lively. Lucas, Carrazzo. Across the face of goal, young White. In the big time, off the rookie list. Must be pinching himself. Garlett still going. That was clever by Garlett. He knew what he was doing in there. Shaw back to a clever teammate Medhurst, and they all fight a draw. Enthralling though.
Clever by Garlett. Absolutely sensational work by Paul Medhurst. He was out of position. That's the kind of stuff that Nathan Buckley, as the forwards coach, would just love to see. Defensive structures coming into play.
Wellingham. Jolly did brilliantly. Shaw, or rather Swan, miscues with the kick, and the mark is taken by Joseph. Swan up to 6 possessions.
It's a good kick.
Bauer just lays it off. Murphy short to Judd. Murphy 9 possessions. Judd coming up to his 9th as well. Bauer, Gibbs intent on drawing him man, just pops it over the top. Scotland running to space. Now he backs off. Working overtime here, Lucas Murphy. Back to Lucas, the boy from East Fremantle. Running down towards right half forward. Now he sets it up high. Tailor-made for O'Brien. O'Brien dropped it. Half chance down there for Betts. O'Brien, though, aided by a teammate. They had the numbers, and as a result, they bring it away. Heath Shaw was the man who got back to be the 3rd in that group. And now around the outer side, it's side bottom. Good work by Collingwood. Side bottom, looking to set it up. Just stops out there, short of left half forward. Maxwell involved earlier, tracks it. Tuvey has it from the wing. Not a good kick. Bauer got a fingertip to it. Deflected to Gibbs, and wonderful mark by Judd, who was going. Lucas. A little U-turn. Bad hand pass. Judd can't win it back for him. Maxwell runs to the wing, drives it long down inside the forward 50. Almost Davis. Look at the Quicksilver speed as he hit the deck. Pulled away from his rival. Beams has got it now. Runs to 50. This deserves a goal. It won't be a goal. It's a behind.
Just at the moment, Carlton being found out with the one too many handballs through the midfield. They've just got to, and their forward line structure is probably a bit to blame here, that it's not in place and they haven't got an option up forward. So they've just got to make sure that they eliminate that one extra handball.
Simpson got it over to Cruiser. Scotland involved earlier. Always dangerous going past the interchange gates. This man came through them moments ago. Stormed onto the ground. Gets that advantage, most un-Australian. Went across to Houlihan, who centres the ball, and O'Halpin's got it.
It's a great contest, this game, through the middle of the ground. We've seen probably the 2 best forward forays for both clubs have come from a kick-in, a set play where they've been able to set something up and work the ball efficiently through the middle of the ground and inside forward 50. Unselfish play, and Satanta hopefully gets this one through.
He's had a very good start at the match, Satanta O'Halpin. He's been one of the most influential players on the ground.
Certainly gone back a long way here. The side down by 13 points. Satanta O'Halpin, 35 metres out, kicks truly right over the umpire's hat.